Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Everton Career Mode. We have ourselves some big games today, starting with the Merseyside derby at Anfield. It doesn't get any bigger for Everton fans, other than maybe the reverse game at home, which we rather unceremoniously lost earlier this season. We've also Arsenal at home today, before Forest away in the league and City at home in the league as well, both of which we will sim as we look to play Forest, but in the FA Cup semi-final at Wembley. Yeah, it's crunch time this season. We find ourselves in 8th in the Premier League, remarkably. 6 points away from a top 7 spot. Don't quite know how we've managed that this year, but 11 games won, 9 games drawn and 9 games lost. We've only scored 31 goals. Our goal difference is still -1, but we're in a position where we could get a really positive first season finish here at Everton. And of course, we would absolutely love to do exactly that. The first team looks as you see it there at this moment in time. There's been some call for Oscar Bob to be signed permanently. Haven't yet decided what we're going to do there. Evidently going to have to make some changes to the starting lineup for this next game, but it's certainly something within the squad we can cope with thanks to our good January transfer window. Let's go and play Liverpool at Anfield and hope to not get embarrassed this time. Say thank you to James Marson on the board behind me. Thank you to you, sir, as well for joining the Patreon at the VIP tier. Have dropped you a message on Patreon. You might have responded by the time you see this. If you haven't, then go and check it out and reply to me, please, if you could. Joe Bradfield and George KM, thank you for your support in the comment section of recent episodes as well. You're on the board behind me too. Right, cracking on. It's time to head to Anfield. No Liverpudlian accent yet, but there's time. Liverpool in their 4-2-1-3, of course, particularly attacking. Alisson, Robertson, Konate, Van Dijk, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Gravenberch and McAllister with Szoboszlai slapped behind Diaz, Jota and Salah. Luis Diaz destroyed me last time we played them, so I'm very much hoping he doesn't do that this time around, but it's going to be a really tough game. You know that every time you come to Anfield, it doesn't matter who you are, Everton or otherwise, you're always in for a particularly difficult fixture and a difficult Saturday afternoon, Sunday afternoon, or Monday, Tuesday night, depending on when your game's being played. Let's get this back in there. No, Trent's put a good block on. Unfortunately, so far, nothing to bring to you in the opening 3.5 minutes, but as long as Liverpool haven't scored, it's a positive for us. Well in, Fresneda. Love that. Get this to Mongala. We've got runners. One of which being Maitland-Niles at right back. In a great position. Looking to float it for Calvert-Lewin. Trying to flick it on to find Lindstrom, which he's done brilliantly. And Lindstrom looks for him again. And Trent with a brilliant interception. Back to James Garner, the former Man United man playing in the blue of Everton. Can't put a dagger into the hearts of Liverpool fans in front of the Kop. Really won't be one of their favourite men on the pitch today. Let's ball into Szoboszlai. Dominique to Luis Diaz. Tucked in centrally. Shrugged off the challenge. Boof. Forces the save out of Pickford. Well struck. Well saved. Szoboszlai will deliver the ball. Keeper thought about coming. Didn't. Jota's there. Goal. Liverpool lead by a goal to 0. Diogo Jota is that man at times. And he is again today. Bollocks. Oh, expected Mo to cut inside on his left then. Great ball. Szoboszlai. Good tackle. Gravenberch. Good block. Oh, still safe. 1-0 down at half-time, but we are in this for sure. Jota. And Szoboszlai. Maitland-Niles is there. Big pump out, win the header. Well up, lad. Lindstrom. Ah, Trent's closed me down brilliantly. And Jota with Luis Diaz running off him. Salah. Gravenberch, Szoboszlai. Just the way they move the ball about at their feet is just impossible to predict and as a result to deal with. When the ball's going ping, 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 how do you even know where to try and time a tackle? Let's not concede from a set piece again, shall we, lads? Although we have come frustratingly close. Bring this down, Gift. Oh, he did, but he couldn't get there a secondary turn, and if he could have done, we might have been away. Szoboszlai from range, well held. We're still very much in this game, which might end up being the most frustrating thing about it. That we've been decent, come to Anfield and put in a really good performance and ultimately might still come away with nothing. Gift Orban, I've asked to make me a run. He's made me a run. He's just run straight offside. Robertson into Luis Diaz. Saved well. Needed it though. Corner for Liverpool. Szoboszlai off them and Federico Chiesa on. Here is the Italian. Back to Salah. Ibrahima Konate. Luis Diaz 2-0. The movement of Luis Diaz there. Undefendable. And the vision from Konate to find him as well. Diaz just ghosting. It's a brilliant goal. Absolutely superb. We're going to play the best we've played against Liverpool. Arguably the best we've played against any big side this season. And we're going to lose still. Even though we have been able to occasionally get a good result against the very, very big boys. Well done, Oscar. That's brilliant. Absolutely superb. Knock that back to Garner. Garner. Bob could go, you know. All right. Bob could still go, you know. Orban's in the middle. Will he get on the end of it? No. Can we keep that in and keep the pressure on? We can't. 3 minutes to go. Here goes Jota coming off for them. Good. That's gone well then. Lindstrom. Calvert-Lewin. Oh, looking for Orban. But Virgil's interception is just too good. And ultimately, overall today, overall this season in the games against them, Liverpool have just been that step above us, unfortunately. We've kept Mo Salah quiet for the whole of the game today. And of that, we've done enough. But overall, we've had a lot of good possession. Oh, they're going to score a third. Luis Diaz in again. Good save, Pickers. Doesn't matter how good you are at times. The very, very best find a way, even when they're not at their best, which they haven't been today, Liverpool. But they have found a way. And they've won by 2-0. It is what it is. We lost 3-0 last time, so it's an improvement. We lost 2-0 to Arsenal last time. But if we can perform like that against Arsenal, we might still get a point out of it. Arsenal in a more traditional 4-4-2, although not necessarily traditional for Arsenal, but still playing that formation. Raya, Zinchenko, Gabriel, Saliba, Ben White, Sterling, Rice, Erdegaard and Saka, Havertz and Jesus. They, of course, have sold Martinelli in this save. To Liverpool, I think it was actually off the top of my head. Although we didn't see Martinelli involved in that last match day. I think it was Liverpool. Had to make some changes to the starting lineup because of the nature of the fixture list. Quite busy at this particular part of the season. But the majority of those that would usually start are starting. And Orban again. Good close control. Ceballos. Look at that step. My God. How are you supposed to deal with that? Jack Harrison will float it. And will float it well enough. So keeper's there. Off his line. Gift Orban's effort is not exactly what we needed in the moment. Or that might be a crack. That was poor is what it was. Gift Orban finding Harrison. Driving into the box. Needing that support. And Garner! Well saved by David Raya. Needed the stop. Good effort by Jimmy that. Corner to come in from him actually. Garner to take the corner. Looking for the man at the near post. Zinchenko wins that. Beto should win this. Has done. Orban down. Mengi. Yeah. I had to go for goal. I had no other real option, but Mengi's not really the man you want in that scenario right then. Garner, lay that in front of Ceballos. Ceballos looking for the assist. Ceballos looking for the worldy goal. Harrison's in though as a result of the deflection. And Jack Harrison's shot is absolutely awful. Harrison. Orban. Oh. Fresneda with a quick throw. Harrison's there. And again. And Orban's in a great spot. Gift Orban looking to get in behind. Saliba doesn't know where to go. Gift Orban against David Raya. It's Orban with a save. It's Dwight McNeil on the follow-up. It's Everton 1, Arsenal 0 at Goodison Park. A little bit of fortune. A large bit of fortune. But we've been the better side. We deserve this. Havertz. Nice little back heel. He's gone for the second ball, Kai, and he's in here. Oh, Jesus. Fresneda's in the way. Keeper's going to come and get there. Ivan Fresneda is having a really, really good breakout spell right now in this team. Harrison's got the better of Saliba there. No, Zinchenko it was. Stepped away from him. Support here. Ceballos. That was horrifically two-footed, and he gets away with it because he made contact with the ball. Disgusting challenge from Martin Ødegaard there. He makes contact with the man. That's a broken leg. Without any question of doubt. Havertz on the edge is Ødegaard. Jesus onside. Ødegaard, the man that very nearly murdered someone, gets the assist, and Arsenal are level as a result of the play that started with that challenge. On his own on the edge of the box, and then Jesus similarly in the box. 1-1. He's look how far away he is when he lunges. That's what, 7, 8 yards plus. He jumps from there. That's an awful challenge. Good tackle, Aidan O'Brien. No, it was Branthwaite back from injury, back from arrest. Mikolenko quickly to Beto. Great touch and turn. Beto getting away. Orban. Well, they tried to step there. They thought the pass to Orban was coming. It didn't. We lead again. Arsenal at 6s and 7s in the defence. Beto's going to leave us in the summer because he's rubbish, but he was good enough to bury that chance. They anticipated the through ball to Orban that didn't come. They stepped. Wrong thing to do. We lead again. Jesus. Saka's there. That's great. Into Havertz. I want to draw my defenders too far out of position because, quite frankly, they'll pick me apart if I do. Turns out you leave your defenders in the way. Kai Havertz will just bend it around all of them and into the top corner. It's 2-2 at Goodison Park. That's the first goal that we can have no real complaints about in terms of gameplay. It's just very, very good from Kai. 2 apiece. Ødegaard. Okay, I didn't see that coming. I'll be honest. Ødegaard to Saka. Are they going to win it with the last action of the game here, Arsenal? Havertz to Marino. Havertz again. Havertz to Marino. No, they won't. Pickford with the stop. From the corner. Saka to deliver. Jorginho's just off the bench. That hit Beto in the face and goes behind. And that is why you have a man on the post. Arsenal would have won the game with the last touch of it, but Beto's face got in the way. He scored the goal to give us a 2-1 lead. Some of the defensive AI was very questionable in that game, but we'll take the point and be very, very pleased with it. It's a remarkable improvement on the last time we played Arsenal, that's for sure. And coming up next, a simmer against Nottingham Forest, and then the same against Manchester City. And I apparently need some sort of lozenge because I'm losing my voice. Everyone's back to full stamina, so we are back to full strength for this one away from home at the City Ground against Nottingham Forest. And as a result, we lose by 1-0, which hopefully is not a sign of things to come in the FA Cup semi-final later today. Cali Muendo with the only goal of the game, as our next opponents, Manchester City, beat, unsurprisingly, at the Etihad, Crystal Palace comfortably. We've dropped to 10th. We are only a point behind 8th, although Fulham do have a game in hand. Newcastle are only a point behind us, and they have a game in hand as well. It's quite tight in the middle of the Premier League so far this season. A couple of unread emails in there, but not sure exactly what they're for at this stage. We are, quite frankly... Oh, hello, Beto. What do you want? I'll say we're quite frankly going to concentrate on Manchester City. Beto wants to play, but I can't bring myself to do it. I'm sorry, Beto. You're just not very good, mate. 3 unread emails. What are they? We had a bid for one of our youngsters. Oh, lovely. Not to worry then. Nice to get the emails. So you get the emails about when the offer's been withdrawn. You just don't get the email about when the offer actually comes. Hopefully that is fixed in the most recent patch. Manchester City at home. We get a goal, but not enough. Erling Haaland with a brace. Again, an unsurprising victory for Manchester City. Newcastle drawing with Villa, though that hadn't yet kicked off, I don't believe there. The next fixture for it, Beto's going to be, I didn't play me. Oh, got to rotate the squad, mate. Sorry, pal. Get used to the fact that you're rubbish. So, up next for us, it's Wolves-Liverpool and Everton-Forest in the FA Cup semi-finals at Wembley. Our first trip to the hallowed turf. We are now 4 points behind a 1 game in hand Fulham in 8th. So any hope of finishing in that position in the league is certainly starting to dwindle now. Jesus. Manchester City have a 13-point lead at the top of the table with 15 points to go. Liverpool, however, could be 12 points in touching distance of them with 15 points available. I think City are going to win the league, lads. Don't you? Monstrously ahead of absolutely everybody else. Join me at Wembley for the FA Cup semi-final against Nottingham Forest on its way next. Wembley Stadium for the FA Cup semi-final. We very much hope to be coming back for the final against either Wolves or Liverpool. But at this moment in time, we don't know who's going to come out on top in the semi-final. It's ourselves versus Forest. Here we go. Forest beat Manchester City in the last round by 3-2. Fulham by 4-2 in the round before that. Ominous is probably the word. We lost to them earlier today, obviously, in a simulated game by 1-0. But we very much hope to come out on top this time around. Rather than wait for the graphic, I'm sat here waiting for the graphic that's taken forever to come. So I'll just show you their lineup here. Juan Garcia in goal, or Juan Garcia? Joan? Not sure his nationality. Nico Williams at right back, Murillo, Milenkovic and Moreno as the back four. Sangare and Danilo holding. Jota on the right, former Celtic Jota, obviously not Diogo. Callum Hudson-Odoi on the left. James Ward-Prowse at cam, with Arnaud Calimuendo up top through the middle. They've Morata, I think it's centre-back Morata, Anthony Elanga, Emmanuel Dennis, Ryan Yates, Harry Toffolo, me, Nicholas Dominguez, Ola Aina, and of course Matt Sells is a now backup goalkeeper on the bench for them. We're at full strength. We just need to win. By hook or by crook, by any means necessary, get it over the line. Mongala into Ndiaye. Short there is James Garner. James Ward-Prowse on his shoulder. Ndiaye, well, why not? Enough space in front of me to give it a go there. See what Harrison can find with the corner. It's going to be another corner. We'll try again. It wasn't a great corner. Needs to put a bit more on it here, I think. Can hear the Everton fans roaring their team forward. Fresneda with a header. And the roaring will stop. Well, Ian Harrison on Moreno in front of Ndiaye. I couldn't get it to... Oh, dearie me. Harrison or Dominic Calvert-Lewin quickly enough. Here's Jota now. It's not Jota formerly of Celtic. It's a different Jota. Portuguese Jota from Vitória Guimarães. My mistake. I apologise for getting the wrong person in the build-up. It's not the first time I've said that either. And no one's called me up on it before, but someone in live chat was like, Ches, it's a different person, mate. Different person. James Ward-Prowse. Calimuendo. Saved comfortably enough by Pickford. Decent effort by Hudson-Odoi, but he's better at those whipped finesses into the far corner than he is those lace efforts, that's for sure. Certainly judging by real-life Callum Hudson-Odoi. Anyway, what in-game Hudson-Odoi is like, I'm not actually that sure. Get this into Mongala, because they've covered the man out wide there. Close me down. Thank you. Opens up the space for James Garner. James Garner! Good save. Nearly, but not quite. But we are the only side at the minute that really look threatening almost every single time we have the ball. And we've won it back again. Ndiaye! Garcia with a save. There's the yellow card for Danilo. That was only a matter of time before it came, wasn't it? James Garner on the corner. Do prefer the outswingers rather than the in-swingers. Keepers come to punch that. Tarkowski's going to get it under control. Still got Garner out wide here. But he hasn't gotten himself onside, which is just lazy on his part. Cold-blooded murder. Sangare brings it down. Danilo. Ward-Prowse. Giving that straight to... supposed to go to Jimmy Garner. Now here's Calimuendo. Oh my Christ. Alright, Arnaud. chill, mate. What an effort. James Ward-Prowse will have what a delivery, because it's just what he does. And he finds his man. Thankfully, it's straight at Jordan Pickford. Well, we've had all of the play, but they've had a couple of good chances now, Forest. They're not to be taken lightly. Sangare and Ward-Prowse. Danilo getting forward. Ball back to Ward-Prowse again. Nice ball into Cali Muendo. Don't be worried here, Cali Muendo. I think Cali Muendo might be a striker we signed at Forest when we did the Nottingham Forest save back on FIFA 22. I might be mistaken, but I don't think I am. We predicted another transfer in a save that then happens later in another save or in real life. Again, seems to happen quite a lot actually on the channel, doesn't it, over the years? I'll look for NDI here with a quick, hard, fast ball. Here comes Jimmy Garner. And there's Jack Harrison out wide. Got Callum Hudson-Odoi in the middle. Saw a standout looking for him. And it would have found him if the keeper hadn't come from it. 10 to go till half-time. Still zip-zip. Otherwise, we could have been in there. They might be in here. I'm worried about this. Jota Silva. Jared Branthwaite in the way. Here's Nico Williams, though. Mikalenko in the way. And keeps it in play, too. Looking for the man down the line. Lindstrom and Garner. Is there one more chance before half-time? Potentially. NDI. Accelerate. Harrison's on the run. Calvert-Lewin's there, though. It's opened up for Dominic. Dominic on his left! It's over the bar. Nice little 1-2. Cali Muendo scares me, you know. Ward-Prowse. Stay right, son. Pickford in the way. They are having to have a lot of long shots here. But with those long shots, I fancy Pickford every time. Jimmy Garner's there in the middle. Pass needs to be good. It is. Garner. NDI. Harrison. Harrison. Oh, I wanted to cut in on his left and have a pop. Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Fire it quickly. Oh, he's missed the target. Sean Dyche peering around the corner. Did it? Did it? Did it? No, it did not go in. I think it's too early to make a change yet. We're still playing okay. But I think it's probably going to have to warrant a change for us to find a way in front in this game. It's a really tight affair so far. Either side still very much in it. Looking for NDI. Enter Harrison. Early across for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Don't know what he's doing. Trying to control it with the top of his head. Harrison. NDI. Garner. Into the space. Jimmy Garner. No, I turned too sharply. He's still got it. Oh, what are you doing? Really? Cool. 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 You're going to just let it hit Calvert-Lewin and not let me change to him until after it's bounced off him and gone elsewhere, are you? Sick. Nice one. Now Forest will go and take the lead, won't they? You have to be kidding me! What is that? Jimmy Garner's in possession. Jimmy Garner loses the ball, but then recovers it, and I play a pass from Jimmy Garner to Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and it leaves me in control of Jimmy Garner. Still in control of Jimmy Garner. Still in control of Jimmy Garner. DCL doesn't even acknowledge the ball's presence. Bounces off him, and now it gives me DCL. If I go out of the FA Cup at the semi-final stage, thanks to that, I'm absolutely... Well, I'm already furious enough to be 1-0 down in that manner, let alone going out of the FA Cup thanks to it as well. Gonna need a change in the midfield as well, I think. Monglo and Jimmy Garner have run ragged all game long. Here's Cali Muendo in behind again. My defence is opening up now. Tarkovsky in the way. Well intercepted by Garner. Can't get it under control. Had 2 or 3 little bites at it before it actually let him try and do anything with it. Here's Jota. It's past me. Jota in the middle. Keeper's out. It was offside. Advantage was played anyway. Orban. Bob. I'm going to go around him. No, I'm not. Oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. DCL. Yes, but still. Jimmy Garner. Garner! Brilliant save. Was on target. Was headed towards the top corner, but they've kept it out. Oh, I'm so annoyed. I'm trying not to play angry, but it's hard not to, really, isn't it? When moments like that happen. If they score a second, then fair enough. Kalimuendo breaking in on goal. Quick. I've got subs waiting to be made, but I'm not sure if there's going to be enough time to make them. Dominic Calvert-Lewin going for the run. It's not a great ball. Lindstrom. Garner. Mangala. Orban's shown some good movement there. Out to Bob. Oscar Bob. Oscar Bob still. He's overrun it. Oh, you fucking prick. Big switch. Bring it down. 2 minutes added on. McNeil. Orban. James Garner. Gift. No! That's the pass. That's the pass. To go out of the FA Cup because of that goal is infuriating. If I'd have shot with Orban there, it would have been blocked. So I had to go for the pass. What is it doing? In situations like that, I really want to reload the save and play the game again. But it's not what we do on the channel. Sometimes it goes for you, sometimes it goes against you. In that situation, it's absolute bullshit, but it's gone against me. Liverpool 3, Wolves 1. It will be a Nottingham Forest Liverpool FA Cup final. So pissed about that frigging goal. It's just absolute nonsense. It's just absolute nonsense. Well, in the next episode, which will be on Monday, we will end the Premier League season. We currently sit 11th. We were asking if Europe was a possibility. Quite frankly, it still could be. We've a game in hand on West Ham and Newcastle. We could go up to 46. Fulham could go up to 50, so we would be at most, if we can win our game in hand, which looks like it's Ipswich, we'd be at most 4 points away from 8th place. But I don't think 8th is going to be Europe, is it really? Even with the new European setup, I don't think it's going to happen. That's infuriating, isn't it, really? We'll have the season finale on Monday, where basically we're just going to be planning for season 2. Enjoy your weekend. I'm going to try and put that behind me. But that is a really bitter pill to swallow. Bye.